party, I'm in here grinding. Money I'm stacking, while they rock diamonds. I can't relate to them, ain't much in common. I set a goal for me, 2 or 3 commas. 7 figures, 8 figures to 9 figures. On a slow pace to get rich quick. Same time, we just think different. Cause when you make it, it hit different.
Can you guys hear me now? I'm sorry, guys. Can you guys hear me really good or no? We have to say, are we good now? Can you guys let me know on Instagram or Twitter, whatever you guys on? Can you guys hear me? I guess my thing was off. But diving back into this real fast, we got to ask the question is, will the Democrats replace President Joe Biden? Man, this has been a very interesting week for him. And we're going to dive into what's been going on. This has been told that this is probably the worst ran presidential campaign in the history of mankind. That's what a lot of people have said on the left and on the right. And I did go and I did see the debate between President Trump and President Biden. And it was a train wreck for President Biden. It was not good at all, period. But he then went on ABC News and had a sit down with George Stephanopoulos. I probably pronounced his name was terrible. So if I pronounced his name terrible, so forgive me, George. And what tripped me out is that didn't go that well. But we're gonna sit back and say, how did we get here, guys? How did we get to the point to where the sitting president of the United States now is now being said to be replaced? That is, and he does have record low approval ratings, but let's go back in time real fast. Let's look at President Biden's performance at the debate with President Trump real quickly. I'm just going to get a clip, and we're going to listen to it together, and we're going to see what's going on, and then we can kind of respond of what's been going on because, guys, he has been getting destroyed in the media, and really on the left-leaning media. The right, of course, they're going to go in on him because, of course, it's the right. But on the left-leaning media, he's been getting his head kind of bound in a little bit, guys. But let's dive in this real quickly and listen to the debate together, and we'll kind of respond together. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Here we go.
Single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death.
So I got to say that was not President Biden's best ordeal there. Give me your comment below, guys. Did he sound presidential? Does that type of response give you confidence to vote for President Biden? Is this the thinking that you want negotiating with President Putin and President Xi of China and the president of Ukraine, the president of Mexico, the Saudi Arabian king as well, other places? Is that the thinking that you want negotiating for you? Wasn't that good, y'all? So now, guys, let's go a little bit deeper, and let's go now. And I'm not going to play more clips of the debate because the debate was a train wreck for President Biden. He did not really look coherent. He stuttered a lot. That was from the get-go, guys. So again, we're taking an honest assessment of the president, right? Now let's go to, he got really kind of took it to the woodshed by the left-leaning media, right, on what was going on. And this, guys, was the response, guys, to that. So let's go back. This was the response to his performance at the debate by the left-leaning press, guys. This was their response, and we're gonna go to CNN, and let's listen to what they said about his performance. This is CNN, a left-leaning outlet. Here we go. Let's see what's going on real fast, guys.
There is no two ways about it. That was not a good debate for Joe Biden.
Ben? That was painful. I love Joe Biden. I work for Joe Biden. He didn't do well at all.
Look at the face. The face for Van Jones, right? And the lady before it don't look very inspired at all. But let's keep going and hear what Van got to say.
He did not do well at all.
Wow.
And he looked, I'll give you the analysis, kind of have the old man versus the con man. I can walk you through how I'm supposed to see it and say it, but I just want to speak from my heart. I love that guy. That's a good man. He loves his country. He's doing the best that he can. But he had a test to meet tonight to restore confidence of the country and of the base, and he failed to do that.
Wow.
And I think there's a lot of people who are going to want to see him consider taking a different course now.
Wow.
We're still far from our convention, and there is time for this party to figure out a different way forward if he will allow us to do that. But that was not what we needed from Joe Biden, and it's personally painful for a lot of people. It's not just panic, it's pain for what we saw tonight.
I mean, guys, that right there is, again, that is a the left-leaning liberal side. After the response, after the debate, they were not happy with what they saw and were very vocal about it. Very vocal about it. I mean, Van Jones is a lifelong Democrat, which is fine, but he's like, this is just a train wreck. And so, but again, it is what it is now. Now, let's dive into this real fast, guys. After the debate, President Biden was trying to, redeem himself, right the ship, because he doesn't want to step out of the race at all, right? He doesn't want to step out of the race at all. So he went on ABC News, and George Stephanopoulos, he actually interviewed him. And so what we're going to do is we're going to listen to some clips of him being interviewed, again, by a left-leaning outlet, not right, left-leaning, and we're going to respond together to see, man, what's going on here? What's going on here? But before I do that, guys, this is kind of the response, guys, of a lot of the individuals that were seeing President Biden kind of perform. This was their response.
Dog. Come on, man.
Bro, that was their response to that type of performance on the stage. And when it came to the debate, all the rules were there to benefit Biden. All the rules, and it was just bad. But let's go back, guys. Now, let's go over to the ABC News clip, guys, and let's see what's going on, guys, because it's not looking that good now. This is on ABC News, again, a left-leaning outlet. Okay, a left-leaning outlet, and we're going to respond together on how he performed. Let's go get it in.
I know you said you have an ongoing assessment. Have you had a full neurological and cognitive evaluation?
I get a full neurological test every day with me. And I've had a full physical. I had, I've been at Walter Reed for my physicals.
Okay.
Yes. The answer is
I know your doctor said he consulted with a neurologist. I guess I'm asking a slightly different question. Have you had the specific cognitive tests, and have you had a neurologist, a specialist, do an examination?
no one said I had to. No one said they said.
No one said I had to? Like, what does he have to get permission to get a test? And you would think that this would be what he wanted to do because of the questions concerning his mental acuity on being president, because being president is the hardest job in the world. I'm sorry. It's the hardest job in the world. But no one told him he had to? That's not it. Let's keep going.
They said I'm good.
Would you be willing to undergo an independent medical evaluation that included neurological and cognitive tests and release the results to the American people?
Look, I have a cognitive test every single day.
Oh my God.
Every day I have that test. Everything I do. Not only am I campaigning, but I'm running the world. And that's not how it sounds like hyperbole. But we are the essential nation in the world. Madeleine Albright was right. And every single day, for example, today, before I come out here, I'm on the phone with the Prime Minister of, anyway, I shouldn't get into detail, but.
Y'all, come on. Come. We gotta have a discussion, y'all. Come on. We got it.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
We gotta have a discussion on this, man. This is not okay. Let's keep going, y'all.
With Netanyahu, I'm on the phone with the new Prime Minister of England. I'm working on what we're doing with regard to in Europe with regard to expansion of NATO and whether it's going to stick. I'm taking on Putin. Every day, there's no day I go through there are not those decisions I have to make every single day.
And you have been doing that, and the American people have been watching, yet their concerns about your age and your health are growing. So that's why I'm asking, to reassure them, would you be willing to have the independent medical evaluation?
Watch me there's a lot of time left in this campaign.
We've been watching.
It's over 125 days.
We're watching.
So
I'll make a decision.
The right answer right now is no, you don't want to do that right now.
I've already done it.
Huh?
I know you said you have an ongoing assessment. Have you had a...
When did he do it? So I'm confused. George asked the president, will you be willing to take a cognitive test to show the American people who are questioning your mental acuity that you can serve a 4 more years, let alone finish out your term? The first answer was, I take a test every day by doing a job. And we that's the problem, because what we're seeing, you act every day and we're getting these answers. So then the president, and then George is like, would you not do, are you willing to take a test? And then he said also, no one told him he had to take it. I didn't know the president had to have permission to take a test. I didn't know that was, man.
Dog. Come on, man.
For real, we gotta be real here. We gotta be real, y'all. This is we got no okay. All right, guys. Now that we're not done. There was a couple other exchanges he actually had with George Stephanopoulos. Okay, the same guy. Let's go over here real fast over to Twitter, and that's going to be 2 videos. We're going to play one at a time. All right, one at a time. All right, here we go.
Elections are about the future, not the past.
Okay.
They're about tomorrow, not yesterday.
Yeah.
And the question on so many people's minds right now is, can you serve effectively for the next 4 years?
George, I'm the guy that put NATO together. Future. No one thought I could.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He said he was the one that put NATO together? When did that happen? When did President Biden put NATO together? Let's keep going.
It expanded. I'm the guy that shut Putin down. No one thought could happen. I'm the guy.
Shut Putin down. Putin got more aggressive. How did he shut down Putin? What kind of
Guy that put together the South Pacific Initiative with AUKUS. I'm the guy that got 50 nations, out, not only in Europe, outside of Europe as well, to help Ukraine. I'm the guy that got Japanese to expand their budget. And for example, when I decided we used to have 40% computer chip, and we invented the chip, that little chip, the computer chip.
Election.
Okay, let's go to the other one, y'all. Let's go to the other one.
Just when you look at the reality, though, Mr. President, I mean, you won the popular vote
Okay.
in 2020, but it was still deadly close in the Electoral
By 7
College.
million votes.
Yes, but you're behind now.
Yes.
Popular vote.
Yes.
I don't buy that.
Huh?
Is it worth the risk?
Wait a minute.
I don't think anybody's more qualified to be president or win this race than me.
So hold on. So we have active polls telling President Biden that he's way behind. He then comes says that he doesn't believe that. And then he says he's the most qualified person to run as president.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Come on, y'all. We. All right. I mean, we're just listening to what he has to say. We're just listening. That's all we're doing is listening. That's it. And I got to ask the question, is this the type of thinking you want to be running the country as an executive? Yeah. You answer that question. Is this the type of thinking or mental acuity that you want running the country as the chief executive officer? Man, I don't even know. Man, this one here, guys. Now, all right, guys. Now, there's some more, guys. There's some more because it says President Biden's performance and the ABC News on the ABC News interview and more. What do you mean more, Liddell? I'm glad you asked, guys. Here we go. Let's go over here, guys. And again, we're not done. We're not done at all, guys. Boom, here we go. Here is him today. Okay? Today. Watch him talk, y'all. Listen very, very clearly. What our president says, y'all. Let's listen to him. Here we go.
And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
Let's see that again for the folk in the back row, y'all. Okay. Let's hear it again for the folk in the back row. Here we go.
And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
I didn't know President Putin was the president of Ukraine. I did not know that President Putin is now the president of Ukraine. I didn't. I thought he was president of Russia. not Ukraine. I didn't know that. That one was new. That one was new, y'all. I didn't know that at all. But watch him try to recover, y'all. Watch him recover. We're not done. Here we go.
President Putin. He's going to beat President Putin. President Zelensky. I'm so focused on beating Putin, we got to worry about it. Anyway, Mr. President. I'm better. You are a hell of a lot better.
Come on, man. Come again, for the folk in the back row. Folk in the back row, we got to listen to it again. We got to run it on your brain. Here we go.
And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin.
President Putin. And everybody in there clapping. He says the wrong president's name for the country. Not President Zelensky. President Putin now, according to Biden, is the president of Ukraine. Not Russia, Ukraine. Man.
Dog. Come on, man.
Thank you, Boosie. Thank you, Boosie. That right here, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. All right, y'all. Now, let's do this shit real quickly here. All right. Now, guys, let's see now what the audience is saying about him now, and the audience mean the left-leaning liberal media. The left. Now we got people on Instagram saying people make mistakes. They do, but mistakes seem to be prevalent. President Biden, a lot, a lot. So we got to be honest. We got to be honest. All right. So now let's go to this real quickly, guys. Now, boom. Here's what the left-leaning liberal media is saying about him now, today. Here we go. Today. Let's see what they're saying. Here we go.
If you're standing up, if you're a Democrat right now and you're standing up and you're saying that Joe Biden is not fit to run for office and therefore should not be in office in January, you're saying he's also not fit to be president right now. Wow. What the hell are you doing?
Wow.
That is what you're saying, because you're telling voters that he does not have the chops to be president for the next 4 years, starting in January.
Okay. So now what you're seeing is you're seeing the liberal media, right? And you actually have the Democrat Party right now. There's kind of a little bit of a divide within the Democrat Party concerning answering this question right here, guys. Answering this question right here, right, is will the Democrats replace Joe Biden? What you heard right there between Jen Psaki and the gentleman there as well also, they're talking about replacing President Biden on the ticket. They're talking about that right now. That's what they're talking about. And so this gentleman is saying, if you're talking about replacing him right now, you're saying he's not fit to serve for another 4 years starting in January. And he's saying you cannot do that. Right? Now, guys, I can tell you this here. It's going to be extremely hard for the Democrat Party to replace him. Not saying that they can't, because they actually can. They actually can, but it's going to be very hard for them to do this. Very hard. Very hard. Now, why do I say this? Right now, President Biden, right now, for the Democrat Party, and I'm going to be kind of off on the numbers a little bit. For the nominee for the Democrat Party, when it comes to become president, has to have 1,980 something votes by the delegates for him to win the nomination right now. I believe right now Joe Biden has about 3,400 to 3,500 delegates right now. So he has the delegates to be the president. It's going to be extremely hard for him to be thrown out, and he has to give those up, right? He has to give those up. Trying to find this real quickly, guys. Give me 1 sec here. I have a video of this, and there's a Democrat strategist that actually breaks this down. He breaks it down about how it would be very difficult for Joe Biden to be replaced. Not saying that it cannot happen. It can happen, but he went down. He began talking about the number of delegates, but it was around like 1,900 delegates and 1,900 delegates and some change that the Democrat nominee had to have to become president. And I believe Joe Biden has about 34 to 3,500, 34 to 3,500 delegates already. So he has that in the bag. But I like to be as accurate as possible. I can't find the video, guys. Sorry about that. I'm normally good at this, but if I find it before the end of the show, I'll show you guys what's going on real quickly, and he can break it down to you. And he does it in about 30 seconds. 30 seconds. It's a really good breakdown of the daily count. But anyways, now, guys, here's a question we got to look at now. Let's look at the Democrats' bench for the presidency because there's serious talk on replacing Joe Biden. There's serious talk. There's rumors about Barack Obama behind the scenes trying to orchestrate the ouster of Joe Biden. Don't know if that's true or not at all. And I've heard a lot of donors. There's a lot of donors base. What's kind of driving this is the donors. Because from a delegate standpoint, they really can't kick him out because he has the delegates right now. He literally has to step aside. That's what he literally has to do. Now, but what they can kind of get him out typically is the bet is the donors will stop giving money. And a lot of the money for Joe Biden is beginning to dry up, right? That's what I'm kind of seeing on the Joe Biden side. But let's look at this here, guys. Who's on their bench? Who's on the bench? Well, guys, let's go here real quickly here, guys. Let's go here. Let's see who's on the bench. The first one we're going to look at right now, guys, is Vice President Kamala Harris. Let's look at her real quickly. She's the first person on the bench right now, right? President Kamala Harris. Now, there is a lot of people that don't want her to be the nominee because what they're saying is that Joe Biden picked her as an insurance policy because of the fact that he didn't want to for the House, whether it be under Democrat or Republican control, to vote for impeachment, and then of course the Senate vote to impeach him, right? So what they're saying is this was chosen as an insurance policy because the consensus in the room is she's not ready to be president because she's not competent enough. Let's look at the example. She's been the czar over the border. The border is a train wreck. It's a train wreck. When she's talking, a lot of the times it's been communicated that she's not. She doesn't study. She's not read in on a lot of the issues. When she begins to get nervous, she begins to chuckle a little bit as well. But they have to be very careful with Kamala Harris because of the fact that she's been very vocal through her surrogates that she is not going to step aside for nobody. She's saying if he steps aside, I'm the one who should be on top of the ticket. So there's a lot of things going on concerning her, and she's not just going to step aside at all. But she's a possibility to replace Joe Biden, right? Now, number two, who's the other person? This person here, let me get him up real fast. This person here, right, is probably the most, he has the look of the president, with the hair, and he speaks very confidently, even when he's not telling the truth a lot of the times. He's a really good debater. I got to give him, he's a good debater. He can spin extremely well, Gavin Newsom. When it comes to being a politician, Gavin is one of the best at being a politician. He is. Now, as a governor, he's ran California into the ground. I mean, it is probably the worst. It is the worst ran state in the union. Matter of fact, you had, I think, Geico left, I believe. State Farm has now given Gavin Newsom and the whole state of California an ultimatum of if you don't raise the rates or the coverage to make it a less of a risk up to 30%, we're going to leave California. So you have companies leaving California in the droves now. That is indicative, right, of how he's running the state, right? And State Farm is talking directly to Gavin Newsom. But when it comes to being a debater and being someone that can talk well, even when he's a good spinner, he's a candidate, right? He's a candidate. All right. Here's the third person, right? Gretchen Whitmer. So let's bring it up real fast. Gretchen Whitmer. She is, I'm sorry, guys. What happened to Gretchen? What happened to Gretchen? Y'all, hold on. Not her. 1 second, guys. My computer is not doing well. Stop. Let's go to Gretchen Whitmer. Let's get her up real quickly here, guys. Gretchen Whitmer. There she goes. There's Gretchen. Here, guys, is Gretchen Whitmer. She is the sitting governor of Michigan, right? She kind of reminds me a little bit of, I used to love a show called Scandal. That was my show, y'all. She reminds me of the president's wife. That's what she kind of reminds me of her look, how she talks. She can speak very confidently as well. She can spin very well. She's not as good as Gavin, but she's good at spinning. This is her second term as governor of Michigan. She hasn't ran Michigan that well, but it has been a train wreck as well also, right? So she has a little bit of some pedigree there as well. She's been kind of touted as a potential replacement. I think she has a better shot than Gavin, though, because Gavin, this whole State Farm thing, and then of course Gavin giving a health insurance to illegals, that most likely tanked him. So Gretchen Whitmer is probably up there, right? She up there. She's the woman vote, which is fine. Most likely, she probably won't be the top ticket. She'll probably be Kamala Harris and then her, right? Two women there, right? For the girl power vote. She is a potential one. Again, can talk and spin well, right? And she has some executive experience in running Michigan. I don't think she's done a very good job with it all, specifically through COVID. She has some rules that make no damn sense. But all right, the next person, guys, real quickly here. Stop sharing this real quickly. The next person on the bench, guys, right, is going to be the governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker. He is another person as well. He is probably on the bottom. No, he's probably on the bottom, but I think he's a 2 or 3 term governor. Immensely wealthy. He's immensely wealthy. He has a supermajority in Illinois. I don't think he's run Illinois very well, but he's not a good debater, as good a debater as a Gavin Newsom or Gretchen Whitmer. He's probably low on the totem pole, to be honest with you. And if they would run him, he would probably be second to Kamala Harris. He would not be the top of the ticket. A Gretchen Whitmer or a Gavin has a possibility of being at the top of the ticket, right? But that's going to be some rift there when it comes to Kamala Harris because she wants her time, right? But governor of Illinois, Pritzker, he's a possibility as well. This next gentleman, guys, he's kind of a dark horse. He's kind of a dark horse, guys. He is a gentleman. I think his time to run is in 2028. And I think he has the most talent out of what the Democrats look for out of anybody that's on the bench because he gives that Obama type of swag. That's Wes Moore, the sitting governor of Maryland. Wes Moore, he won. He's a first-term governor, pretty fit, can speak extremely well, right? He's a good debater, and he gives that Obama type of feel, right? He can talk, guys. He should talk, but he's new to the scene. Now, Obama did win as a first-term senator, so it is possible, but Wes Moore He's extremely talented, right? Because he looks and sounds like Obama, right? And so in front of the camera, he's not going to have any gaffes. He's going to be very disciplined, right? Again, it's good for the black vote, right? He is the individual that I think is the dark horse. In 2028, he's probably really primed to run in 2028. That'll probably be his time because I think he has to be elected again as governor, I believe, because I think he's 2 years in, and then the next president's election, midway, he has to get reelected again. If he gets reelected again, guys, he's probably going to be their candidate in 2028. Don't get it twisted because I think he has more talent than Gavin. He has more talent than Gretchen. He has more talent than J.P. Pritzker for sure, and I think he's more talented than Vice President Kamala Harris. He is their strongest bench player as far as moving forward. Right now, I think he hadn't accomplished enough yet. And typically in the Democrat Party, there's more of a pecking order, right? And he's probably not there, but give him about 4 to 6 more years. 2028, he's going to be the one. I said about 4 more years. He's going to be the one that's probably going to be the candidate for 2028 for them, to be honest with you. Wes Moore, very talented young man, very talented guys. So that is the bench, guys, of the Democrat Party. That's the bench. Who do you think is a possibility to replace Gavin Newsom, right? Who's going to be that possibility? Let me see if I can actually put them all up at the same time. I don't think I can. I don't think I can, guys. No, I don't think I can. No, I can't. No, it won't let me do it. It won't let me do it. Damn. I was trying to put them all up at the same time. But anyways. All right, guys. So who's it going to be? Vice President Kamala Harris, right? Gavin Newsom of California, Governor Gavin Newsom. Governor Gretchen Whitmer of Michigan. Governor J.P. Pritzker of Illinois. Or Governor Wes Moore of Maryland. That's probably the bench right there. I don't see anyone else over them, right? It's too late in the game for Wes, but in 2028, I think he's the guy for him. He's the guy for him. But guys, here's my reaction to all of this concerning the Democrat Party and what's going on with them. They're in a bit of a conundrum right now. They are. Because you have a candidate in President Biden who's not the strongest candidate. The American people have said that. His own party said that as well. The polls say all this. But you have a guy that's prideful, right? That really wants to run and win, right? And his family wants him there as well also. Jill Biden, she wants him there. She loves that power. It's very simple to see. Hunter Biden wants him there. His whole family wants him there. The elites, the Obamas, and those are in the party, they don't want him there. Now, you do have a divided Democrat Party when it comes to the House and the Senate. Some are saying we're riding with Biden. Some are saying we're not even on the same boat or page. So there is a divide there. Could it be an act? Potentially. But they literally can't force him to step aside. They can't. He has all of the delegate votes. He has it. He has it. So it's going to be very, very hard to get him to step aside. Don't see it happening at all. He's going to most likely. Now the question is he going to be the candidate? Man, that's a tough question. I'm probably at 60-40, 60 being yes, 40 being no. Because there's a lot of pressure to get him out of the way. But at the exact same time, the Biden campaign is trying to hold a virtual vote to secure the delegates. So there is an internal battle between those two. There really is, guys. There really is. But man, guys, give me your thoughts, man. What's going on? I think that and I'll give another reaction. I have another angle as well, guys. But listen to this. Here we go. most individuals that I talk to today, they're really concerned about the economy, specifically the volatility of it. Now, the area of their concerns really centers around the variable of inflation. Inflation right now is really outpacing people's wages, number one. And number two, it's beginning to affect their 401k and IRAs because their retirement accounts are connected or intertwined with the stock market. Over the years, I've been fairly successful in real estate investing. Currently, I own about $35 million worth of real estate under management. And also my partner and I have been able to build our private equity and venture capital firm to about $1.2 billion worth of assets under management. Now, this success has taken place in up or down economies. Now, whenever there's volatility in the market, opportunities begin to show up. There are 3 investment strategies that, if implemented the correct way, any investor can go from 0 to 6 figures in the next 6 to 12 months. Click on the link below or swipe up and let's talk through these strategies. All right, guys, we're back here real fast. Here's another approach when it comes to the Democrat Party. How would I advise the Democrat Party, guys? Okay, it's evident that the Democrat Party cannot stand Donald Trump. They don't like him at all, period. And that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. So how would you handle this? Because you have a problem. You have a president, an incumbent that will not step aside, and he's been very adamant that he ain't going nowhere. You can't make him go anywhere at all, unfortunately. You can't make him go anywhere at all. You can drop his cash, but as the game gets deeper, money has to begin flowing in some form of fashion because of the fact that you got to fight Donald Trump. And there's a serious chance that the Democrats can lose the House and definitely the Senate. Because in the Senate side, the Republicans just need 1 seat. Just one. To win majority. 1 seat. And they're probably going to win in the seat in West Virginia. And also Ted Cruz is in Texas is in a pretty heated battle with Colin Aldridge. I believe Ted pulled it out. So they'll have the majority in the Senate. And also, but if Biden's at the top of the ticket, they may drag down some of the other people also in the Senate and the House, right? That's what the polling is saying. So, Democrats, what would I advise you guys to do? I would say let them run. Let them run. Hear me out. Let Biden run all the way through. Continue to raise money. Raise money for your coffers, right? You're going to need that, right, if he loses, right? Let him run, because if you let him run and he loses and Trump wins, you deal with Trump. You're done with Trump. Trump gets his 4 years. During this time frame, you actually harden the administration base, or the administration say right now, to make it harder for Trump to do what he has to do, right? I would say keep Biden. If he loses potentially, now you deal with Trump, but you have money to manufacture anything you want to manufacture, chaos, whatever you want to do, during the Trump administration for the first 2 years, the chance to win back the House and the Senate in 2 years, right? So, but after the 4 years, you're done with Trump. You're done with the problem called Trump. You're done. You're done. And during that time frame, you can begin to groom a Wes Moore, to groom a Gavin Newsom, to groom a Gretchen Whitmer. And you can actually have a real life primary for 2028. I believe that Wes Moore would actually win that, to be honest with you. And there'd be people behind him. I think he'll win that fairly easily, to be honest with you, if he gets reelected for governor and mayor again. But that's what I would do. I would allow Biden to run. Allow him to run. Keep raising capital, right? If he loses, Trump gets the presidency. You harden up the administration state, right, to make it difficult for Trump for his first 2 years, right? Now, he can do some stuff via executive order, but passing legislation that's dead on arrival because you have an opposing House or opposing Senate to the presidency, right? So you can bottleneck his first 2 years, which is really what you did in his second 2 years, right? His first 2 years, he was kind of at war with the House and the Senate because Mr. McConnell and the Speaker of the House at the time didn't like him. But it is what it is. But that's what I would do. Deal with the problem of Trump. Get rid of him. Allow for Biden to run and allow for him. If he loses, he loses. That's okay. You have a plan to deal with Trump. Deal with Trump. Deal with Trump. But allow for him to run. It gives you more time to groom and make and mold your bench. You have 4 years to cultivate your bench. 4 years. And you have the capital you need to cause chaos within the Trump administration. Just saying. That's what I would kind of do if I was Democrats. I wouldn't fight. I would say we ride with Biden and ride him to knowing that you're probably going to lose. You're probably going to lose. You're going to try to win, but you're probably going to lose, right? But then you'll be done with Biden, right? I mean, you'll be done with Trump. Biden will be out of the way, right? And now you have a fresh bench to begin to cultivate. That's what I would do if I was the Democrat Party, guys. And that's what I would do. Guys, I'm asked all the time, guys, concerning, hey, Dale, can you help me out when it comes to what business model should I begin to begin a side hustle with? Great. This is what I would do, guys. I actually have there's a video that was done called the Passive Income Blueprint. We talk about the top 3 business models that individuals know: retirement, real estate, and a couple other ones, and another one as well also, on how you can generate a $1.5 million in passive income, guys. There's a video. It's free for you to watch. Scan on the QR code or click on the link below in the bio. If you're on Instagram, guys, go on the link in my bio. You will see it right there, guys. And watch it. It's a free video of a good friend of mine, Matt Sapala, doing a presentation on this. And in the newsflash, he does a case study on your partner, your man's in them. So that's what I would do, guys, is click on that, guys, which is fine. Watch the video. Also, I was always also asked concerning real estate, guys. We have something called the Cash Flow Club Bundle, guys. Hey, if you want to be trained by myself and or Cliff, on-demand training is right there. Scan on the QR code or click on the link below, guys. You can actually get the Cash Flow Club Bundle, right? And we talk about how to buy your first property in the first 90 days, guys, how to build your power team, how to formulate your LLC or your corp within your state, guys. It's right there. It's on-demand training, 24/7, 365, because the time frame that you can train may not match the time frame that we are available. So on-demand training is phenomenal, guys. It's right there. It is. What's going on, Justin? How you doing, big time? Now, guys. Also, the people ask me, Dad, you got some merch? Baby, your partner got some merch, baby. I got that bag university, baby. This is how we show people our paycheck, guys. When you get that check, that bag, guys, put on your shirt. I got the bag university, guys. And that is your diploma right there, guys. When you get the bag, we're proudly, guys. Now, I actually have we have T-shirts and we have hoodies as well, guys, called the bag. We have another one right here, guys. We have other colors called the I got that bag university. Also, it's in white, green. It's right there, guys. We actually have merch, man. And so you're going to begin to see your partner wear his merch a little bit more. I know I'm wearing some different merch, but it's all good, baby. I was busy today. But guys, man, thank you so much for your time. I hope I was able to add you some value today, guys. And again, Democrat Party, guys, I'm trying to tell you, if I think that if you guys do it the way I'm talking to you guys, this is what you'll be saying, guys, in 2028, potentially.
Yeah!
There it is, guys. There it is, man. That's what you may be saying in 2028. Kevin Hart just told you what you'll be saying. But guys, man, thank you so much for your time, guys. Oh, someone else wants to say something as well, guys. This is what you were saying also if you follow what I'm telling you right here.
My man. My man. My man. My man. My man. Good for you. My man.
Denzel had to come in, so we had to bring in Kevin Hart and Denzel, guys, to say what's going on. Hey, there it is, guys. So, but guys, Thank you so much for your time. We got some comments on Instagram. My man Tito said, I would think the donors will pull out because of the failure with Biden. Well, on that, Tito, I would say this here. Yeah, they can pull out. I would keep giving. Why? Because you need that money going to conference, or siphon that money somewhere else so you can begin to manufacture a way to try to thwart the Trump administration's, if Trump wants to win, his agenda in the first 2 years, right? It says, keep Biden in. My opinion is it would send the wrong message to donors, like they are not being listened to. Well, they're being listened to, guys, but it is strategy. Let's look at strategy. You get rid of the problem called Trump. You do. But also, guys, you can begin to manufacture ways to hinder the Trump administration. I'm trying to tell you guys, if you follow what I'm talking about, this is what you may be saying. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. But guys, thank you so much for your time. Give me your thoughts. Am I off base? Am I making some sense, guys? Let me know, guys. Oh, also, guys, tomorrow we actually have Real Estate Friday live, guys. Cliff and I will be doing Real Estate Man again. What's that live Friday? Tomorrow at 5 p.m., guys. Come kick with your partner and Cliff, man. We're gonna get in. We're gonna talk about how State Farm has threatened to leave California because their cost of coverage has went up. We're going to talk about that in depth tomorrow, guys, and how that can affect real estate investing, not only in California, but other states as well also, guys. All right, guys. Well, guys, thank you so much for your time. God bless you, guys. You know I ended every single time, guys, before you leave. And while you can, you see that thing, baby. Take that damn picture and give it to your mom and them. And guys, holla at your partner. God bless you guys. See you next week, guys. All right, y'all. Peace.